What's up guys, in today's video we are continuing our Uncharted Platinum series and we will be getting the Platinum for Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. Now it's not often in video games and in movie series that the sequel ends up being better than the original. There are countless examples of games that have just had sequels that really have missed the mark entirely and they have just been absolute flops. However, Uncharted 2 is an exception to this rule and it is considered one of the greatest video games of all time. It was heavily praised for being well ahead of its time and won Game of the Year for 2009. Now we will be getting the remastered version as the PlayStation 3 version for Among Thieves is currently unobtainable. The game has 2 multiplayer trophies that you unfortunately cannot get as the servers were closed down. And so because of this, the Platinum Trophy is significantly easier in the remastered version. Now just like in the first game, the Platinum Trophy is rated a 5 out of 10 for difficulty, requires 1 playthrough and will take approximately 15 hours. However, my personal opinion for this game is that it is significantly easier than number 1. I would probably give it a 3 or 4 out of 10. There are some tricky combat sequences just like in the first Uncharted series, however this is significantly easier compared to the first one. We have a total of 45 trophies to collect, and just like the very first Uncharted list, we have some difficulty trophies, some speedrun trophies, collectibles, and then combat related trophies. The list is overall pretty easy, there is nothing missable, and you can go back and farm anything that you have missed if you don't get it done in your first playthrough. So let's get into our Platinum Trophy journey. So our journey begins here 2 years after the ending of the first Uncharted game. Nate meets Harry Flynn and then his associate Chloe Frazer, and together the group are going to steal a Mongolian oil lamp that is connected to the Italian explorer Marco Polo. Now this initial intro is just the backstory, and then we return to the present day where Nate has just survived a train crash and we pop our first trophy for finding our very first collectible. We then return back to Nate and Chloe, and here the pair plan to rip Harry off and steal the artifact for themselves. And then together they travel to Istanbul to steal the artifact. Nate and Harry find the lamp, and inside is a map that reveals that Marco Polo's fleet was shipwrecked in Borneo and was carrying the Cintamani Stone. Flynn, however, takes the map from Nate and then double crosses him, leaving him to be arrested by the authorities. We then progress to 3 months later, where Nate is then rescued from the Istanbul prison by his old friend Sully and Chloe Frazer.
Hey! Jackass, you're ruining the show here.
Follow.
Shame.
Sully!
Chloe and Sully tell Nate that Harry has found the ships in Borneo, however has had no luck finding the prestigious Cintamani Stone. They also reveal that Flynn is working for Zoran Lazarević, a Serbian war criminal who is the main person looking for the stone. So with the help of Chloe, Nate and Sully will infiltrate Lazarević's camp to find some more information on the location of the Cintamani Stone. While making our way to Lazarević's camp, we ran into some of his soldiers, and then we popped our second trophy for getting our 20th headshot kill. 20 headshots, kill 20 enemies with headshots. Nate and Sully blow up one of Lazarević's camps, and then Nate infiltrates the main headquarters to find some more information on the Cintamani Stone. Bare knuckle brawler, defeat 20 enemies with hand-to-hand combat. Nate, however, discovers that the stone never left Shambhala. Nate then finds a map detailing that a temple in Nepal will guide them to Shambhala. Nate arrives in Nepal, and here he finds it has been absolutely ravaged by Lazarević's mercenaries. After fighting through some mercenaries, we then pop our 4th trophy for getting 30 kills with grenades. 30 kills, MKND1. We then popped another 2 more trophies, one for getting 5 headshots in a row and the other for 50 kills with the FAL. Headshot expert, kill 5 enemies in a row with headshots. 50 kills, FAL, kill 50 enemies with the FAL. After being chased across the rooftops by a rogue helicopter, we then run into Nate's ex-girlfriend, Elena. Elena has been following Lazarević, and then Chloe shows up out of nowhere, creating a very awkward situation.
I'm sorry, I'm sensing some history here. Oh, Elena Fisher, last year's model.
The group are then ambushed by Lazarević's men. Whilst fighting my way through the ambush, I popped my next trophy for getting 100 headshots. 100 headshots. Kill 100 enemies with headshots. The group then arrived at the temple here in Nepal, and after solving a puzzle, we opened up an underground tunnel leading to Shambhala.
The water's going down.
After making our way through the underground tomb, we then appeared on the other side and had to connect a series of lights to switches. These switches acted as a key, which then opened up a mouth to an underground tomb. In the mouth, Nate and Chloe found a map of the Himalayas, and here they found the entrance to Shambhala. After leaving the map, we are then ambushed by Lazarević's men, and here I earn my next trophy for getting 50 kills in hand-to-hand combat. Bare knuckle slugger. Defeat 50 enemies with hand-to-hand combat. Elena's cameraman is then shot, and the group cannot outrun Lazarević's men anymore. Chloe, then playing her part, turns to the other side and pretends that she is there and captured Nate and Elena. We then meet Lazarević for the first time, and honestly I don't think there's any other villain that I have hated more in my entire gaming life. Lazarević steals the map from Nate and then leaves Harry to kill both Elena and Nate. However, with Elena's quick thinking, she creates a distraction and together the pair run away and escape. Whilst escaping through the city, I earned another 3 trophies. One of these was for getting 20 kills while hanging, the other was for 50 kills with a pistol, and the other for finding my 20th treasure.
Got him. I think that's all of them.
Hangman. Kill 20 enemies with gunfire while hanging. 50 kills, 92 FS, 9mm. Novice Fortune Hunter. Find 20 treasures. With the help of Elena, Nate then boards the train that Lazarević is escaping on, and here is where we have the most iconic moment in Uncharted 2. We fight our way to the front of the train whilst being pursued by a helicopter, and then we enter an underground section here on the train. Man, they're gonna derail this whole friggin' train, man. As I continue progressing my way towards the front, I then pop my next trophy for getting 20 kills with the pistolet. 20 kills, pistolet, I guess. 50 kills, M4. The helicopter then returns, however we find a tank and shoot the helicopter out of the sky. Uh-oh, now the rocks are gonna fall down. Nate then arrives at the front of the train and confronts Chloe, however he is then shot by Flynn.
No. You just don't know when to quit, do you?
After escaping from Flynn and Chloe, Nate then shoots a barrel of explosives and derails the train. And here is where we return to the very start of the game. Nate then passes out from his injuries, however he is rescued by a local and then wakes up in his house. We reunite with Elena after waking up and then set off with the Tibetan man to find Shambhala. While making our way through the ice caverns with Tenzin, we are then ambushed by a mammoth-style animal. After fighting off that Bigfoot/mammoth animal, Tenzin and Nate continue on, and then we arrive here at the temple of Shambhala. After investigating the temple and finding a few more clues relating to Shambhala, Tenzin and Nate are then overrun by several of the mammoth animals. They escape, however they find out that the Tibetan village has been overrun and attacked. We successfully defend the village, and as the convoy are escaping, we chase them down in a truck. Nate then boards the convoy, and here we successfully defeat them, saving the village. Crap. Pulls out an RPG. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Cheers, man. Cheers, man. We are nearly finished this game, actually. I think. I don't know how many more chapters we've got to go. I'm a good 8 hours in, I reckon. So, after surviving the fall, Nate and Elena then infiltrate the monastery and begin to take down Lazarević's men. I then popped my next trophy for getting 250 headshots. I'm probably gonna die here, but we get another trophy. 250 headshots. To beat 250 enemies with headshots. Yeah. Hey, 50 kills, Dragon Sniper. I knew we were going to get that then. Nate then catches up to the group and then recovers the knife from Chloe, and here he opens up the pathway to Shambhala. Lazarević then corners the group, and then Chloe's cover is blown. Lazarević then forces Nate to open up the pathway to Shambhala, and here the mammoth monsters attack again. Lazarević then reveals that these are the guardians of Shambhala.
Scarecrows. Guardians to frighten trespassers.
However, after opening up the gate, a different form of Guardian reveals itself, and this allows Chloe, Nate, and Elena to escape. The group then discover that the Cintamani Stone is a giant amber derived from flammable resin and the sap of an ancient tree of life. This sap gives the drinker inhuman powers, which explains then the Guardians and then why Polo's crew died. Flynn, in a suicide attempt, tries to take out the entire group, however only injures Elena. Nate leaves Chloe with Elena and then confronts Lazarević.
Not a chance. Come on.
Lazarević then drinks the tree sap, becoming superhuman. Nate defeats Lazarević by shooting the resin on the trees around him, stunning him, and then leaves him to be killed by the remaining Guardians. The city then begins to collapse, and Nate and Chloe help carry Elena out to safety. Chloe, Nate, and Elena then return to the Tibetan village, and here Chloe recovers from her injuries, and then we finish the game popping a series of trophies for completing on the hardest difficulty. Uncharted Crushing. Finish the game on Crushing without changing the difficulty. Uncharted Hard. Finish the game on Hard without changing the difficulty. Uncharted Normal. Yeah, finish the game on Normal without changing the difficulty. And Uncharted Easy. Finish the game on Easy without changing the difficulty. So with the game now done, we just basically needed to tidy up the remaining 20 odd trophies to get our platinum. Now I was a little bit annoyed with myself as, like I did in Uncharted 1, I played through Uncharted 2 completely blind. And compared to Uncharted 1, there are a lot more collectibles, and I missed a significant amount of these through my first playthrough. So basically what I needed to do now was basically go back through the whole entire game, get all of the missing collectibles that I missed, and pick up any of the combat related trophies in each specific level, and then finally get my platinum. I don't usually recommend following a guide on your first playthrough, however just for convenience there are several collectible guides on YouTube that don't have any spoilers, and I would definitely recommend following these just to save yourself a handful of hours to get this done a little bit quicker. And so we then jumped back into chapter 1 and got our remaining 24 trophies. Now it's not a massive deal, as you can put this game on the easiest difficulty, and you can also quit your chapters halfway through once you have got all the collectibles, and it will save. But regardless, after working our way through the first 2 chapters, we popped our first 2 trophies, one for getting 10 hand-to-hand combat kills in a row, and the next for getting 30 kills with the Wes. Go. Yeah, I know. There we go, bare knuckle expert. Defeat 10 enemies in a row with hand-to-hand combat. There we go, 30 kills, Wes 44. Kill 30 enemies with the Wes 44. Towards the end of the chapter, we then popped another 2 trophies for finding our 40th treasure and then also using photo mode. Yep, Intermediate Fortune Hunter. Find 40 treasures. I'm done while we're here. New paparazzi in town, explore photo mode. Now in Uncharted 2, I decided to do the speedrun trophies as I got up to the chapter, so after finishing chapter 3, I then went back and completed the speedrun. Yes, staying dry. Beat chapter 3 Borneo in less than 6 minutes 30 seconds. I then found the strange relic. Relic Finder. Find the strange relic. I then completed the speedrun trophy for chapter 5. Hey, we got it. Quick jaunt through a war zone. Beat chapter 5 Urban Warfare in less than 7 minutes 30 seconds. I then got another 2 gun related trophies before getting my final time trial trophy. Nice, 30 kills, RPG 7. Kill 30 enemies with the RPG 7. Bullet Train from Hell. Beat chapter 13 Locomotion in less than 7 minutes. And so from here, the last 14 trophies that we had to mop up were all collectible and combat related, and so we tidied these up before getting our new platinum trophy. 50 kills, micro, 9mm. Kill 50 enemies with the micro, 9mm. Proficient Fortune Hunter, find 60 treasures. Survivor, kill 75 enemies in a row without dying. Steel Fist Master, kill 20 enemies with a single punch after weakening them with gunfire. Expert Fortune Hunter, find 80 treasures. 30 kills, Desert 5, kill 30 enemies with the Desert 5. 50 kills, SAS 12, kill 50 enemies with the SAS 12. 50 kills, M32 Hammer, kill 50 enemies with the M32 Hammer. That's Master Fortune Hunter, find 100 treasures. Master Thief Collection, find all treasures and the strange relic. Yeah, Dynamite Master, kill 5 enemies with 1 explosion. Grenade Hangman, kill 10 enemies with grenades while hanging. There we go, Run and Gunner, kill 20 enemies by shooting from the hip without aiming. Yes, Steel Fist Expert, kill 10 enemies in a row with a single punch after weakening them with gunfire. And then Platinum, earn all Uncharted 2 Among Thieves remastered trophies. So after finishing Uncharted 2, I can honestly say that this is one of the best games that I have ever played. The fact that the first game was absolutely amazing and this one is just an absolute masterpiece just speaks sounds of how good Naughty Dog are as a game developing company. I'm honestly so excited to keep running through the rest of the Uncharted series, and I'd honestly recommend this in my top 10 games of all time if you are looking for something new to play. As always guys, if you could please hit that subscribe button if you want to keep up to date with all of my platinum trophies, and if you could please leave a like and comment on the video to get it into the algorithm, that would be much appreciated. As always, I'll see you guys in the next one.